Mark Carney, in his first speech declaring his leadership bid, like a liberal, clings to the center and poses himself as the reasonable center that's not the extreme right. And he warns against going to the extreme left, right, which is a shot at us. And he says, because you can't redistribute what you don't have. And I thought, redistribution of wealth. And I thought, exactly, Mr. Carney, you've nailed it. We don't have the wealth that needs to be redistributed. Oil companies in Canada made over $200 billion in profits in just 2022. Banks made over $50 billion last year. Galen Weston, who owns Loblaws and this business, is worth more than $18 billion. They have the wealth that we need to redistribute. So we have to get it from them. And we're the only ones who are saying we got to tax the hell out of people who have way too much when everyone else, hi Munir, is paying $10 for butter. We are in a cost of living emergency. So that's just really clear what the contrast is. Then Pierre Poilievre today started talking about how when he's prime minister, he's going to slash corporate welfare. Which I immediately was like, Mr. Poilievre, get your paws off my grandpa's principles. David Lewis in 1972 coined that phrase, the corporate welfare bums. In a moment much like this, a cost of living and inflation crisis, when the right was starting to beat up on poor people, blame immigrants and welfare bums. And he said the real welfare bums are the corporate welfare bums. We know that Pierre Poilievre is not going to cut corporate welfare. He's going to get his biggest axe and use it on the corporate tax. He's going to have massive tax cuts. He's going to blow a massive hole in our budget, and then he's going to use that as an excuse to slash spending. The only welfare he cares about is corporate welfare. So the contrast could not be clearer. We are going to talk to people tonight about the price of butter. We are going to talk to our neighbors about how the hell we can get by in an emergency that was created by the wealthy, as they have extraterrestrial profits soaring into the stratosphere, and people here are trying to pay the rent, which is too damn high, and food costs that are out of control. So that's what we're here for.
Right on.
All right. So Mark Carney, in his first speech declaring his leadership bid, like a liberal, clings to the center and poses himself as the reasonable center that's not the extreme right. And he warns against going to the extreme left, right, which is a shot at us. And he said